This video right here is a practical guide on how you can buy stocks on your trading app using either a market order, a limit order, a stop loss order, or a stop limit order. Hi, my name is Olivia and this is Make Finance Simple. On this platform, I help people like you build financial literacy and awareness one video at a time. And if you haven't done so, or if you are new here, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. As we already know, the stock market is an actual market where you go to buy and sell stocks or shares. And like every other market where you want to buy an item, you have to agree on how you want the item, what kind of item you want, and at what price you are willing to purchase this item for. This is exactly the same when it comes to trading in the stock market. If you've seen my previous video where I talked about different kinds of orders, you must have known that there are 4 kinds of orders you can place on the stock market through your broker. And these are the market order, the limit order, the stop loss order, and the stop limit order. In this video, I will show you how to actually place these kinds of orders using your brokerage app or your trading platform. And for the sake of this video, we'll be using Trading 212 app. So let's get right into it. So the first kind of order you can place with your broker is a market order. So in a market order, you're basically telling your broker to buy these shares for you or to sell these shares for you at the best available price in the market. You're not specifying a price. You're just saying, go into the market and execute my order at the best price possible. So in this case, all you need to do is to choose the stock you want to trade. So in this scenario, we are using Apple as an example. So I click on the buy button for Apple, and then I can specify either the number of shares I want to buy or the value of Apple shares I want to buy. So let's use value in this case. So I am going to choose value, and then I'll put in, for example, £1,000 worth of Apple shares, and I click review order and then send the buy order. So what's going to happen is that the broker will try to buy £1,000 worth of Apple shares for me at the best available price per share they can get in the market. However, like I said in my previous video, when it comes to market orders, because of the way the market works, because some shares are quite volatile, that is, their prices move very quickly, before this order is executed, the price of Apple shares might actually change. In fact, the price can even go as far as $229 per share, or even reduced to $227 per share, depending on the kind of stock you are trading. I explained more about why this happens and what you need to do to avoid this volatility in my previous video. So if you're interested, hit my bio and watch the previous video to learn more. The next kind of order you can place with your broker is a limit order. So when it comes to a limit order, you're basically telling your broker to buy these shares on your behalf. However, there is a limit to how much you're willing to pay for these shares if you are buying. And if you are selling, you're asking the broker to sell the shares on your behalf, but there is a limit, or there is a minimum amount you are willing to accept for the sales of these shares. Now let's get back to our Apple stock. So if we look at this one-day chart of Apple shares, we can see that the price has actually fluctuated during the day. It started at $225.50, but it's currently trading at $228.10. And I can see at some point it's traded at 227, but it's currently $228.10. Now I can take advantage of these temporary price fluctuations and set a limit order. So I can set my limit order to be $227.50 with the hope that when the price of these shares comes down again temporarily during the day, my shares will be executed at a lower price than what it is now. So let's see the practical side of it. To place this order, all I need to do is click on the buy order, the buy button, then click on limit because it's a limit order. Then I can choose the number of shares I want to buy. So I can say I want to buy 100 units of Apple shares. Then I need to select the limit price, which is what we have in this section. So this limit price is basically the maximum amount I'm willing to pay for these shares. If these shares cannot be bought at a price at this amount or lower, then don't execute this trade for me. That is basically what I'm telling the broker. So I can set the limit price of 227, even though it's currently trading at 228. So what this means is that at any point during the day or even tomorrow, if the price of Apple shares comes down to $227, these shares will be executed. And compared to what the price is now, it will be a benefit to me, a financial benefit to me, because I'm buying at a lower price than what I saw it by the time I placed the order. So once I do this, I can select the expiration of this share. So I can either select never, that is, leave this trade open even if it takes 1 year for Apple shares to go down to 227, do not close my trade. Or I can select end of the day. So end of the day means that if at the end of this day Apple shares doesn't go down to 227, cancel the order, because this order will not be executed. So I can select one of them. So I'll just select never, then review my order and click on send buy order. This is basically how you set a limit buy order on your trading platform. The third kind of order you can place with your broker is a stop loss order. So in a stop loss order, you are basically setting a trigger price, which is the stop price. And when the price of these shares gets to that trigger price, then your order is executed at the best available price in the market. And the reason for doing this is that sometimes you are unsure whether the price of a share is trending upwards or trending downwards. So you need to get a confirmation first by it reaching your trigger price, which is the stop price. And once it gets to the trigger price, this is now confirmed for you that it is an uptrend, and then your shares are executed at the best available price in the market. So I'll show you how to do this once again using your trading platform. So again, using this one-day chart of Apple shares, we can see that these shares started trading at 225.50 per share during the day, and it is currently at 228.10. But then I'm not so sure if this is going to be a consistent uptrend, or if this uptrend is going to be sustained for the next few months. So what I need to do is to set a trigger price. So if I can set a trigger price of 229, meaning that once this shares gets to 229, then my broker should execute these shares or buy these shares at the best available price in the market, so that it doesn't get too high and too expensive for me to buy. This is the whole reason why this is called a stop loss order, because you are stopping potential losses by executing these shares as soon as it is best for you, or as soon as it gets to your confirmation price, so that you don't incur additional losses. So to do this using this trading platform, all you need to do is click on the buy order or the buy button, then click on stop option and select how many shares you want to buy. So I want to buy 100 shares, and my stop price should be 229. So what this means is that I'm not so sure if the price of Apple shares is trending upwards, because it's been going up and down. But once it gets to 229, please buy the shares for me at the best available price, so that I don't buy it at a more expensive price like 230. So this is basically what this 229 is set as the stop price is. And then I can also select the expiration, which is never or end of the day, and then review my order and click on send buy order. This is basically how you use the stop loss function to buy or sell shares on your trading platform. The fourth kind of order you can place with your broker is a stop limit order, and as the name entails, is a combination of the stop order and the limit order. So in this scenario, or when you use this, you are still unsure on the direction of a share's stock price. You are still unsure whether it's trending up or it's trending downwards. So you set a trigger price, which is the stop price. However, at the same time, you also set a limit price, because even if the stock gets to this trigger price, I'm not willing to buy these shares at a price that is so high, or I'm not willing to sell these shares at a price that is so low. Again, we'll use our example to demonstrate this. Again, using Apple shares as an example, I can see that the current price is $228.10. Again, I'm not so sure if this is going to trend upwards, because it's really spiked from 225 to 228. So I can set a trigger price, which is my stop price, and I can decide that my trigger price will be 229. So once it gets to 229, then I am sure that this is an uptrend and I need to buy. However, I'm not willing to pay more than $230 for these shares. So what I need to do is that I'll set, in placing my stop limit order, my trigger price will be 229. However, my limit price will be $230. All I need to do is click on the buy button here, choose the stop limit and choose how many shares I want to buy, which is 100. Then my stop price will be 229. So once this Apple shares gets to 229, then my trigger has been activated. I am sure that these shares are trending upwards based on my own analysis. Then I choose the limit price, which is 230. So even though this shares has gotten to 229 and I am sure it is trending upwards, I cannot pay more than $230 for these shares. This is basically what I'm telling the broker by filling in these options. So I review my selections, click on expiration, which is never, then review my order, make sure everything is okay, and then click on send buy order, and that is how you place a stop limit order using your trading platform. It is very easy. I'm sure you can see from this video that it's not so difficult to choose the terms of your trade when buying stocks from or selling stocks from your broker. Now, if you enjoyed or you learned something from this video, click the share button and share to someone who might find it useful as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any more of these insightful knowledge sharing videos on my page. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment for me below. Have you used any of these order types, or are you just sticking to the regular boring market orders? Don't mind me. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.